views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff and management of WWDB-TV.
Whether she's walking the red carpet or doing interviews, you'll find her with celebrities and all the latest news. She's here, she's there, she's everywhere, she's always on the go. So sit back, relax, and get ready, 'cause it's the Corey Taylor Talks Show.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Corey Taylor Talks, live from Las Vegas. I am extremely excited about my guest today because finally things are slowly starting to open, and this is the perfect way to do it. This is awesome because it's still practicing social distancing, which everyone knows is so important, but it's also going to be a blast, and it's Halloween, thank God, which it can't be any better. So we have Emo and Keegan, and why don't you guys introduce yourselves and tell them about Trapped? I'm so excited.
Well, I'm Emo. I'm one of the co-creators of Trapped, and I work here in Las Vegas as an effects tech and a show designer. Awesome. And I got together with several of my friends who are also all local techs and frankly some of the top people in the industry, because a lot of us live here in Vegas, as you can well imagine. And we decided, and this was many months ago, we decided that even though we're in a state of pandemic, we needed to figure out some way that we could continue on safely for not only the public, but also, and sometimes more importantly, all the techs. Absolutely. Because honestly, a lot of the regulations and things that they put out are not really designed to work with the people that have to actually be backstage and have to work in close quarters, and some of those things just aren't being looked at. And so we wanted to be a part of that, and that's how this kind of all came to be. And it was we had a lot of doors shut in our face, and but we finally were able to make something work out, and that's how Trapped was born. Yes, it's gonna be awesome. What about you, Keegan?
My name is Keegan, and I've been a technician in the industry since 2016. I got my start doing pyrotechnics, things like that, and I moved here to Vegas last year. I met Emo last year on an event, and he performed some miracles. We developed a pretty good working relationship, and since the pandemic's happened, we've all been out of work, and I'm an independent contractor, freelancer, and there's millions of us out of work right now, and Emo and I've been kind of working together, and I've been working, cutting things, making the show happen.
I know everyone is so excited. It's been like blowing up on social media. Everyone's just like, oh my gosh, and there's quite a bit of mystery to it too. No one knows exactly what it's gonna be like, and I know that's kind of the whole appeal of it. But can we get any kind of like what it's gonna be about, or how it's gonna work? Or is it gonna be live people in there? Is it gonna be screwed? Could you give us like any type of?
We'll give you a few spoilers. So yes, in fact, there will be live actors in the environment. And the live actors will be interacting with the show. And what I really want to stress is that our haunted attraction is actually more of a show than it is your basic haunt. Gotcha. Because with the basic haunt, you're walking through all the hallways, you have the jump scares coming at you left and right. Yeah, you see some cool scenic, but there's really never a fully cohesive story. Right. And as a horror aficionado as yourself, you know how tension and suspense and a storyline, it all comes together to make a full experience. Absolutely. And we decided early on that because our experience is keeping people in a safe place in their car, we needed to figure out a way that we could take them out of their comfort zone whilst in their car. And the only way to do that is to create a story, put the people as main actors and components in said story, and then putting in the most righteous soundtrack that you've ever heard inside of their car that is completely synced with all the action and everything that's going on. So that's a little bit different, is that we're really trying to put some people into a cinematic horror experience.
I love it.
As opposed to just a random, getting pop scares and things like that. Now, having said that, there are definitely going to be pop scares, and there's
you
definitely
gotta
going to be all
have
those
that, yeah.
things. But we have a storyline that
Right.
goes along with it as well.
No, I think that's so cool. And, I think people have been wanting new things with haunted houses and everything, too. So, although we wish this pandemic never happened, it may bring some new creativity to it, too. And I think people are really excited about that,
I agree.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the crazy things about our industry is it's creative.
Yeah.
It's always evolving. There's
Yeah.
always something new to do, and that's part of what we're trying to do is bring something new, some type of new experience that's really fun to go to. Something
Heck
you want to
yeah.
go to more than, something you want to go to more than once, and not just be
Yes.
like, oh, I know he's gonna be around that corner over there.
Right.
And we did, and what's nice is that all the people that we're working with, we have the great folks over at Sin City Scenic. They're putting together a lot of the props and a lot of the parts and pieces to the decor. And those folks, they're one of the top scenic companies in this town and in the United States. So they do some really fantastic work. And then we have our partners. We have Finley Volkswagen, and we have Wahoo's Fish Tacos. And they have been great partners to work with. And mostly the reason that we were able to work with them is that we're also we have a charity function to the haunt as well.
Very cool.
And so we have a charity that we're going to be donating about 5% of the profits to, and that charity is Backstage Hope. And Backstage Hope was an organization that was started by like-minded people in the industry, techs in the industry, that just saw a need when this pandemic hit. And saw a need literally about 20 days into it, that we realized that we're going to be in this for the long run, and at some point, people are going to start being in trouble. And so that's when we got together, and it was Carlo Gadd, Jack Pitts, and myself. We decided to start this organization. And we've been dedicated to trying to actually have like scholarship programs for people that are in trouble, and and we just want to make sure that people are can stay in their houses and get the help that they need when they need it. And that's been our mission statements from the beginning.
That's so cool. No, and I'm an actor too, and so I really respect everyone, especially in like the theater here and stuff. People don't really think about Vegas. When they think about Vegas, it's more like this exciting. It's not even like real to them, but to us, it's our lives. We're born and raised here. Me personally, but there's actual people, human beings living here, families that live here.
Yeah.
And these actors, they're not just actors, they're human beings.
Yep.
And so, and the stage techs, there's so much that goes behind it that people have no idea about, and you'll never know about them because that's their whole point of their job. So there's so
Yep.
Black in the back.
Black in the back.
That is us.
Exactly. But they're all so important, and it all goes into it. And this whole thing, and I don't think a lot of people are really talking about the entertainment industry as much. I think slowly it's starting to, people are realizing, but still not really talking about it. And they're in trouble, and it's a horrible thing. But I think that's so cool that you guys are donating, and you're providing jobs to these people too for this, and they get to finally do what they love again, which
Yep,
is so
absolutely.
cool. So I think this is just an amazing thing. And it's great for you guys who just want to have finally some fun during this whole pandemic.
And I can
it's-
give you a little bit of tidbits of the storyline. We did decide when we wrote through the storyline that we were going to interweave into that storyline things about technicians and
cool.
backstage folks, and so there's a lot of through some of the dialogue. There's a lot of little Easter eggs in there that if you work in the industry, you're gonna get.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
Awesome.
And one of the things that we that we actually did is that we decided that our whole theme is a post-apocalyptic deal, and basically the remaining regular,
Which doesn't seem too far away.
yeah, it doesn't seem too far away.
Right?
And we decided the remaining folks that are on the planet are all descendants of roadies.
Oh, okay.
So
I love it.
that's kind of where it started.
Long
and-
leg
Love
bull.
it. No,
So-
that's awesome. And I think it's just going to be amazing. And like I said, so many people are already talking about it, and they don't even really know what it's going to
Yep.
be.
I've had so many people ask, "Can you tell us anything about it?" And I'm like, "No, no, I can't."
No, but that is really part of the whole appeal is people are like, what is it going to be like? You know, and even years ago, I was probably like, God, 4 or 5, but there used to be a haunted car wash here, and we always used to be like, why don't they bring something like that again? Like, it was so cool. And then like I loved going through it because I could hide if I needed to with my
Yep.
mom, and like but so it's a perfect thing, and it's not a car wash, but it's even better because it's an actual production
Yeah.
Yep.
done by professionals. So I mean, that is such a cool thing, you know.
Yeah, and I'll shamelessly plug one of my friends that he Todd White Productions and is putting actually together a haunted car wash this year.
Oh my God! Shut up.
Yep,
That
he-
is so-
He is.
He started a
I need my car wash really bad, so now.
yeah, he started a new production over. He's calling it the Tunnel LV, and it's over at the Global Truck Wash.
Oh my gosh.
And it's called Fiona's Cauldron. It's definitely more of a children's haunt, but what's great about it is that it has a storyline. It has some really great special effects. It has good lighting, and you get your car washed as well.
That
So-
is a bonus. That's so cool. Oh my God. We were literally just talking. I missed that. That was such a cool idea. So now it's back too.
It's back, yeah.
And then you have the real production kind of value to it for more adults. So
Yep.
what is the age range would you kind of recommend for?
So
Trapped?
we are recommending 13 and up.
Okay.
And there is definitely intense imagery for sure.
Okay.
It's a very intense haunt, but
That's what we like.
Yep, that's what you like. And but the nice thing is that you have total control over the volume inside of your car.
Oh yes.
And because you're also in your car, if you want to hide behind the car, or not see what's going on outside your car, it's very
Right.
easy to do that. So, so that's why we lowered the age range down, because
Yeah.
it's definitely it's something that we wanted to make sure. Like, we decided that there was actually big arguments about this, but we decided to not go full bore gore.
Okay.
Because we
man.
wanted to make sure that we had had some family aspects to it, but
I
it's
get it, yeah.
definitely it's definitely scary, and I will say the thing he's thinking about,
I'm
that
still sore about it.
He still wants
still
it to
sore
go
about
back,
it.
but it's like the practical effects for it were going to be amazingly difficult, but it would have been
Yeah.
worth it.
Brutal.
So
No, that's awesome. Well, there's always next year too. You
Always
could have
next
maybe
year.
2 of them, and then like one's more at family, and then one's like hardcore people. So.
we are thinking about. We
Yeah.
have been discussing, because we have 4 theaters that we can bring people into.
Oh, wow, okay.
So we have a large pre-show area where you get the backstory.
Okay.
There's actors out there that you're interacting with.
Awesome.
And then so you're in that area for about 10 minutes,
Okay.
and then you go into the actual, what we're calling the haunt pod, and you get trapped in there.
Awesome.
Very
And
isolated.
we are talking about, for Halloween night, taking one of those haunt pods and turning it into an adult version of the haunt pod. And so if we decide to actually do that, we will make sure to let everybody know, because it's
That'd be
definitely
great.
the ideas for that pod are intense.
No, it's
No,
they're
that'd be
good.
greay.
They're good.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I want to do it now. I really
I was
do.
gonna say, well, now that you talked about it, I think people are gonna want it.
They're gonna be like, hey.
Amo's my no guy. He tells me no to things.
We'll say yes today. No, I appreciate you guys doing that too. And how long did it kind of take for you to plan this? Because I don't think people. I've known a lot of people in the haunted house industry and stuff. And this is not even a haunted house; it's different. But that takes
Months.
a year
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah.
Like literally the day after Halloween,
They
it started
start,
going.
yep.
So how did you guys pull this off, basically, and how long did you have?
So
We started what? April? It started
yeah,
planning in
it's
April?
it's
And that's
basically-
last minute.
and that's
Honestly, people don't
completely
realize
last
that.
minute.
Yeah.
And the one advantage that we have is that in the tech industry, in the entertainment industry, techs are really, really known for pulling it together at last second. You would not believe how many major productions go on at the last second that just kind of come together. I mean, falling apart, completely going crazy.
Right.
I'll give you one
shows.
example. I was on the Justin Timberlake 2020 tour, and they had this big bridge that went out over the crowd. That thing did not work until about 2 days before we opened. So, and
And that's something that needs to
yeah, and that was like $1 million piece of equipment. So it's like there are definitely things that are that happen in production, but in the tech world, we roll with it and we know how to make things happen and make it happen fast. So
the worst thing is when it works. It's at your shop, and you get to where it needs to be, and it's like, it's not working anymore.
Yeah.
What
it's like,
happened
not
to it?
today, Keegan.
Something like a wire got shook loose in transit or something.
Yeah, but it's all working now, so that's good.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Knock on everything possible.
And so you guys open October 8th, correct?
October 8th.
Okay.
Yep. We go live to the public.
Awesome. And do you know like what your hours will be? And is it every day or is it on week? What days and everything and hours?
So typically we are going Wednesday through Saturday, and then
Okay.
the last week before Halloween we will be haunting the entire week.
Perfect.
And then all of our times start at 7. Sometimes we go a little longer, mostly on the weekends, and but we mostly we're going 7 to midnight.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. I think it's going to be awesome. And can people start buying tickets now?
They can. Tickets
Okay.
are on sale, and
Okay.
there's going to be some additional coupon. We just had a big sale that ended on the 30th, but we
Okay.
have additional coupons from sponsors that are going to be going out over the
cool.
next week or so. So there's definitely ways, if you find a discount, you just look around.
Yeah.
and you'll find them.
No, I think people are going to be really ecstatic about it, and I know they already are. And then I'm sure as people start to go and the word gets around more, and people start spreading it around, but not COVID.
Yeah,
right.
It'll just get better and bigger, and I'm sure you'll just have an amazing turnout, and you guys totally deserve it because I can only imagine how hard everyone had to work for
Oh,
this to
yes.
get pulled off. So.
Oh yes, there's been some crying. There's been been some blood, some sweat.
15-hour days,
Yeah.
20-hour days.
Yeah, I was gonna say 15 on the
Yeah, 15's a rough estimate.
Yeah. Yeah, but thank you guys for doing this. I mean, really, and the community really, really needs this. And I think anyone just for their mental health needs stuff like this, but especially the community. And we're hit so hard right now, and in all aspects, every single place, but especially really the entertainment industry, people aren't talking about it. So, I mean, it's really amazing. You guys are bringing attention to this and jobs, that's the most important thing. So
Yeah, that's really, really important, and it's we had obviously some progress this last week from our governor but when you actually started looking at all the regulations and everything that went with it really wasn't about getting entertainment back yet. And unfortunately it was kind of like
there's a lot of others.
Yeah, it was like initially like oh man, that's not gonna work.
Offense. And then you get the document.
Yeah. And so it was a little bit of a letdown, but it's progress is happening.
Yes.
So we just want to encourage everybody out there to for the sake of us techs, wear your masks, sanitize, do whatever you got to do so we can get over this thing and move on and get back to our lives, because we are the ones that make all your entertainment, and until we are allowed to come do that, you're not going to have the entertainment. So
That's true.
so make it happen, do what you got to do.
That's one of the great things about our attraction going on now is we have a really intensive COVID sanitation policy and
That's great.
social distancing
Yeah.
on site, even through workers and technicians, and it's very extensive. I think it was 26 pages.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, 26
Yep, it was.
pages.
That's
of
a fun
policy.
one.
We could write a book.
That's what the writers are for.
Yeah,
right.
No, but that's awesome. And after this, too, we'll actually post some of your videos so people can. Once again, it's still kind of a mystery,
Yep.
but some sort of visual idea.
Yep.
And where can people get the tickets, the website, and everything, and and keep up to date? Do you have social media and everything where people can follow? Why
Yep.
don't you put that all out there?
We do.
Absolutely, yeah. That's all. So you can find us at Hallowheelslv.com.
Okay.
We're also on Facebook as Hallowheels LV, and also Instagram at Hallowheels LV.
Easy enough.
So easy enough, and all of those places you'll get pictures. You'll see some inside stuff there. We are starting to release some of the pictures of props and kind of behind the
Okay.
scenes stuff. So
Alright.
if you go to those places and you
sneak
like
peeks.
it, you'll start seeing
Nothing
some
too
sneak peeks.
revealing.
Yes, but then you get to I hate not knowing. I'm like one of those people that like need to
Yes.
know right away.
Oh,
so.
man.
Like I would love to tell you about our finale, but I just can't. This guy will tackle me if I start
I'll
talking
tell
about
you
it.
right now, Emo, we won't.
But I don't want to hear about the finale. That'll be too good. No.
What
No.
finale are you talking about?
I know.
No, but as soon as it's open, I am going to be there. I need to know. So.
Yeah.
No, so I'm so excited. Once again, thank you guys for doing this and for being on too, and for this.
You're very welcome. Our
I love
pleasure.
it. So thank you guys so much, and thank you guys for watching. Please go out and support them, especially if you're in Vegas. Get some tickets. Enjoy this. I mean, it'll be so cool. I cannot wait. I'm sure you guys can't wait either. And please just support them in any way you can. So thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, never give up, always believe, and you'll achieve. Thank you, and God bless.